Imagine ancient Greece in the 5th century BC. Athens is alive. Merchants fill the streets. Soldiers train beneath the walls. Priests prepare offerings to the gods. Then, without warning, the sky begins to scream. A machine appears above the city. It moves faster than any bird, faster than any arrow, faster than anything human eyes have ever witnessed. There are no wings like an eagle, no chariot, no horse, just a sleek metal shape cutting through the clouds with a sound that shakes the earth below. Thousands of Greeks look upward and they reach the same conclusion. A god has come down from Olympus. But they are wrong. Because this isn't Zeus. It isn't Apollo. It isn't Athena. It's a modern fighter jet. And ancient Greece has absolutely no idea what it is. At first, nobody attacks. They simply watch. The aircraft disappears beyond the mountains before anyone can even understand what happened. Within hours, stories spread across Athens. Some say Zeus has returned. Others claim Apollo has created a new chariot of fire. Priests begin examining the sky for signs. Kings demand answers, and ordinary people begin asking the most dangerous question of all. Why did the god choose them? But the fighter doesn't return that day. For several days, Greece waits. Then the sound comes again. This time, the aircraft flies directly over Athens. People run into the streets. Some kneel, others raise their hands toward the sky, and a few soldiers fire arrows. The arrows never even come close. The machine is simply too fast. To the Greeks, it appears almost supernatural. But the pilot sees something very different. Below him is not mythology. It is a civilization, built thousands of years before his own. And suddenly, the mission is no longer about flying. It is about survival. Because the pilot has limited fuel, limited weapons, limited information, and absolutely no way to explain to these people that he isn't a god. Then something strange happens. The aircraft disappears from the sky and returns several hours later, this time carrying a message. Not a weapon, a message. The pilot wants to know where he is. He flies low enough for the people below to see the aircraft clearly. Ancient Greeks gather on rooftops, soldiers stand with shields raised, and priests watch from the temple steps. Then the aircraft banks. Sunlight flashes across its metallic body, and the entire crowd falls silent. To them, the movement looks deliberate, almost like a divine gesture. The priests immediately begin interpreting it. They claim the god is choosing a champion. The generals see an opportunity, and the politicians see something even more dangerous: power. Imagine being an ancient king and discovering that something in the sky can cross your entire kingdom in minutes, something that cannot be stopped by cavalry, cannot be reached by archers, and doesn't need roads, with nobody knowing where it came from. That king wouldn't simply worship it. He would want it on his side. And that's exactly where the situation begins to change. Athens sends messengers. Sparta sends scouts. Rival Greek cities begin arguing over who has been chosen by the mysterious god. Some want to build temples, others want to prepare for war, and one group wants to capture the machine. They believe that if they can bring the god to the ground, they can control the heavens. Then, the fighter appears again. But this time, something goes wrong. The aircraft is low on fuel. The pilot needs somewhere to land. He finds a flat stretch of land outside a Greek settlement and brings the aircraft down. For the first time in human history, ancient Greece sees the impossible machine sitting on the ground. Thousands gather, slowly, carefully, and nobody touches it. The Greeks walk around it as if approaching a sleeping monster. They see metal, glass, strange symbols, and moving parts. Nothing resembles a chariot. Nothing resembles a weapon they understand. Then the canopy opens, and a human being climbs out. No golden armor, no divine robes, no lightning, just a pilot. For several seconds, nobody moves. The god has become a man, and that realization is more terrifying than the aircraft itself, because if the machine is not a god, then it means humans built it. And if humans built something that can fly faster than sound, what else might humans be capable of? The Greek philosophers would struggle to explain it. Their engineers would try to understand it. Their priests would fight to preserve their interpretation. And their generals would immediately begin thinking about war. Because the most dangerous part of advanced technology isn't always what it can destroy. It's what people believe it can do. Rumors spread across Greece. The metal god has landed. Some claim the pilot controls thunder. Others claim he can see everything from the sky. And some believe the aircraft is alive. Soon, the story reaches Sparta, and Sparta reacts differently. They don't worship the machine. They prepare to fight it. Hundreds of warriors gather outside the city, shields locked, spears ready. They expect a monster. Instead, they see the aircraft rise. The engine ignites, and the sound alone sends shockwaves through the battlefield. Some soldiers freeze, Others drop their weapons. The aircraft climbs vertically into the sky, and within seconds it becomes a tiny point, then nothing. The Spartan commanders finally understand something terrifying. They cannot fight an enemy they cannot reach. But the pilot also understands something. He cannot stay forever. His fuel is finite, his ammunition is finite, and eventually, the modern world will come looking for him. So the aircraft prepares to leave. Before departing, the pilot makes one final flight over Athens. Below him, thousands of people gather. No arrows, no soldiers, no attack. Just silence. The fighter passes over the temples. For one final moment, the ancient world watches the future cross its sky. Then the aircraft accelerates. The sound fades, and the machine disappears beyond the horizon. But the story doesn't disappear. Centuries later, Greek writers describe strange beings who descended from the heavens. Stories of metal chariots, thunder machines, and warriors who traveled faster than storms. Perhaps the details would change. Perhaps the truth would become mythology. Because that's what humans have always done with things they cannot explain. We turn technology into legend. We turn strangers into gods. And we turn moments of confusion into stories that survive for thousands of years. But imagine the final thought of that ancient Greek standing beneath the temple that day. He looks toward the empty sky. He knows the god was only a man. He knows the machine was only metal. And yet, he has just witnessed something his entire civilization believed impossible. Flight, speed, power, and a glimpse of a future that should not exist for another 2,000 years. And perhaps that's the real danger of time travel. Not changing a battle, not destroying an army, but showing humanity a future before it is ready to understand it. Because if one fighter jet could convince an entire civilization that a machine was a god, imagine what the ancient world would have believed if it had seen an entire modern army. The Greeks thought they had seen a god. What they had actually seen was the future.